What's up, guys? Trader Kaz here. This will be my first video. Um, I'm gonna try and make this just a super raw trading content, basically market content channel. I'm making this channel just because I've spent years studying the markets and trying to become better at trading and investing, and I've just realized that there's just so much garbage out there on YouTube and social media. So I'm gonna try my best to be someone who's not in that realm. I'm not gonna ever sell anything. I'm not the point of this channel isn't to try and make money. I'm honestly just trying to be someone who maybe I would have liked to have found earlier in my journey. Um, because like I said, I've went through it all. I've read so much different content. I've watched so many different types of videos, and I feel like I've finally gotten to a point where I realize what is actually worth it, which is very, very little of what you consume, and then most of the other stuff is just hot garbage. So, my point and purpose of this channel is basically that. I'm not going to sell anything. I don't make any money from this. I don't know if I ever will. I don't really care. It's really just I'm going to do a market analysis, go over some stocks, maybe some stuff that I'm doing, but none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. Please do not just watch this video and just go trade SpaceX. I'm not even trading SpaceX. It just happens to be what's up right now. But anyway, that's just a quick intro. So I'm just going to kind of get into it. I'm going to just kind of review the market how I normally do. If you're kind of new to trading or investing, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff as much. I can give you recommendations of stuff to study and get better, but I'm going to just kind of review it how I would. And I don't know how often I'm going to be posting these videos, but if you're interested, you can subscribe and follow, and maybe some of my analysis can help you. But I use TradingView. I always start with the spies and the cues, just kind of see how the general market's going. I have a lot of drawings. I probably should clean some of this stuff up. But basically, I don't really know. The market is this is so indecisive what's going on. It feels like the market wants to break down, but it hasn't happened. There is totally possibilities that we just end up going up towards 800 or more. So I haven't really been taking too many trades, and I've been actually. This is one thing I'll say: if you're new to trading and investing, taking a break or just watching the market. They say no trade is a trade. It's true. You do not always have to be in the market. I think you should always be watching it. If you really need a break, if you're stressed, if you're on a bad stretch, I mean, yeah, sure, take a break. But I think it's always good to be diligent in watching the market, but you don't always have to be involved. So anyway, this has been a weird time, right? This whole price action for some months has just been weird, so not a lot to say there. The Qs are finally now, second day, confirming losing this swing, which I don't know. This is an area we don't want to lose on the Qs, so I honestly might be looking to go short something in tech. I don't know, but yeah, this doesn't look good for tech, which makes sense because memory and data and all of the big, not AI, but the memory and data center, all that stuff, those stocks are struggling right now. I briefly look at the Dow, which is actually holding its 50-day. These, for example, my reds on the daily, this is the 50, this is the 200. Just use them to kind of show where we're at. So you can see the spies are losing their 50-day. The Q's already lost it a while ago. That's all kind of a warning sign. The Dow is holding it, and the Russell is holding it. Don't really care too much about those. Other than that, I just kind of look at some other stuff. Bitcoin, gold. Gold is building out a base. I got to get a lot of these lines off this freaking chart. But if you take them away, it does look like gold is building out a little bit of a base. Kind of cool there. Silver is one thing I am monitoring. I have had this zone marked out for a very long time, and I'm just not entirely convinced yet that I want to buy gold, or sorry, silver, but I have been monitoring this heavily every day. Same with Bitcoin. Actually, that's like a shitty chart that I have there. So I have like a trade ideas section where these are like really the things I'm looking at. And I don't know, man. A lot of people are saying the bottom isn't in Bitcoin. I personally don't think it is, but it could be. Uh, Let me go to the weekly. It's a little better. Yeah, I mean, it's holding. This is I don't know. I could get into it in some other videos. These lines are levels. This is a monthly, so my white thick lines are monthly levels. They're basically very significant areas of support or resistance. So this is a monthly. This is a monthly. The yellows are weeklies. I don't actually remember. Oh, yeah, this is just the 100K line in the sand, but that was a long time ago. So Bitcoin is holding its last monthly. I mean, if we lose this, if we lose if we lose this, we're going down to the 40s, which is kind of what I expect because you can see Bitcoin right now is sandwiched between two monthlies, right? It's ping ponging. It came down. I mean, you can see this. This is what's funny. These lines were drawn beforehand too, so it's not like this is hindsight. Like this is why I like the markets because it's impossible to predict, but I mean, like, look, like price came down right to the monthly level. It ping ponged back up to the next monthly level, came back down, held the monthly level again, came back up, rejected at the monthly level. I mean, this is four very clear signs of price action at these random lines, you can say, but again, these are significant monthly levels. I just see price sandwiched between them, so basically, if Bitcoin gets above and can hold somewhere above these levels, then I think we have a long to 80. And if it loses this, then I mean, if we lose this, the bottom will be in. Wherever this takes us, if we lose, the bottom will be there. But if we don't lose it, then sure, the bottom's in. Whatever. Anyway, don't have a Bitcoin trade on. I was monitoring the Dixie for so long. This is beautiful. I love this. If anyone here knows anything about Wyckoff accumulation structures, I mean, this is just beautiful. Textbook, breakout, retest. I did go long on while I'm using UUP as my Dixie trade. I was gonna try and short the euro because it's an inverse Dixie trade, which I just recently learned, but I don't know. I never trade Forex and I didn't even have it on my broker privilege for it. So I'm just taking a trade in UUP, which is like basically the Dixie, but I don't know. It's just easier to trade. I can't do the Dixie futures. It's too much. So that is one trade that I am on right now. I can actually just, yeah. And then some of these I'm not even really doing anything with. I just have the semis, and this is basically this is the big one right now. This is SMH, which is the semiconductor ETF, right? The semis and the memory is what's been blowing up over the last 6 months or something. This is kind of big, so I don't know. It's a little tough to say. I personally am seeing a shoulder, a head, and a kind of shitty right shoulder. I trade. I don't really have a set system. I'm discretionary, and I've basically just studied everything, and then I've taken a couple things that I like. I like using Wyckoff structures. I like using classical technical patterns. I know there's a lot of content being pushed now about technical patterns not being like old school patterns being, a thing of the past and it's all about ICT and whatever else is new. I'm telling you that's not true. Old school technical patterns are very valid and work and are actually really good if you really study them. There's some really good books on them. So I use a combination of just old school patterns, Wyckoff, and then like you saw with levels, kind of just finding really important levels. So with that being said, semis right now, this doesn't look good. This is the semiconductor ETF. Again, depends how you want to look at it. I see kind of like a shoulder, head, shitty shoulder, and the neckline is around here. We are confirming a closure below this today. So I'm not sure, but I feel this could get bad. These are some of the other semis. MU seems to have some support down here, so I'm not really looking to do anything. Because the idea is this, right? You look at the ETF of a it's a broad idea of the like all of the stocks put into one, right? It's not just one. It's the whole sector. If you see the sector breaking down, this chart is starting to look like it wants to break down. You can make a play on that, or you can then look at specific stocks in that sector and then look for a better opportunity. So this doesn't look bad, but like you look at MU, nah, I'm not really looking to short this. And you just kind of keep going through the different stocks that are in there. I don't like these. Some chart patterns make 0 sense. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So I'm gonna probably try and go through, and then yeah, SanDisk. So basically, the things that were leading, you had Nvidia for a long time that was leading all this, and then SanDisk. I mean, this run. If you don't know about this stock, I should definitely put it on there. But this thing was $30 a year, not even a year and a half. Because this is April of last year. It was $30. Now it's 1,200. Actually, it's really losing this level right now. And it was up to 2,300. So whatever. That's like a 70-something X, but it's also lost 50% of its value in the last month. So SanDisk is another one. I see a shoulder, I see a head, I see a shoulder. It's a little complicated where this neckline is, but I really have this white line for me is the line in the sand. This is where the base of this potential shoulder was. Head, I don't know. This was a neckline in a sense too. It broke, and it rebounded and rejected perfectly off of a weekly level, and now we're losing this. I think there's a lot of reasons to believe that semis, SanDisk, all this memory is coming down. I mean, it's down 12% today. Damn. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Semis don't look good. The markets, the Qs and tech are breaking down. Memory and all these trade. I'm not saying to short, but I'm definitely just saying to be cautious. I don't know if I would necessarily be looking for too many longs right now, but there's other areas of the market that you could be. And last thing, my current trades, like I said, UUP, which is just the Dixie, I got in on Friday. So I'm probably selling up into this area, and my stop is somewhere down here. And I am long Rivian. So this is a crazy one. Basically, I have actually lost a reasonable amount of money trading this stock this year. Reason being is I cannot ignore this ascending. I mean, this is just... It looks too good. This ascending triangle, these are bullish by nature. There's reasons for why they're bullish. I mean, it is just crazy. It just continues to get defended. And this is a very bullish pattern. And the fact that it has been going on, and this has been going on for over 2 years, this pattern. I mean, I just don't see how Rivian is not going to be trading at 30 or higher at some point. It's getting to that point, but I've lost money in here and in here, basically anticipating it too early. So I've really tried to be like diligent here. And I guess last thing, I'll just go over it. What I saw like I said, that whole big pattern forming, but what really sold me this time was we had a very clear breakout. Because if you see, most of the breakouts were fake outs, right? Fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out. None of them hold. This was the only one that was convincing, but it ended up selling off horribly. Like it didn't continue. So this was like a major fake out. Anyway, we'll see. We have a true breakout here. It came back and held. This is the thing. The 50 and 200 day are lined up so well that, like, I don't know, man. And a lot of times that this didn't happen. If you see, right, we broke out, we came back, we immediately lose the 50, lose the 200, right? Then we kind of rode it, right? Then we break out again, we come back, we lose it. We gain it, we lose it. There's no real definitive like confirmation in price action. So, like I said, we break out here. We come back and we hold the 250 stacked on top of each other, which is strong, right? We come out. I was hoping we would just kind of like hold the top of the structure. We have come back and retested the 50 and 200. We'll see. I really do think Rivian will be trading at 30 or higher. Again, not financial advice. I have lost a lot of money trying to anticipate this all year. So I am not saying to trade it, but that is how I am looking at it. If we start to lose these moving averages, then I don't know. I don't know if I would just cut the trade again or what, but it just keeps just defending. And we had a little fake out there, but like it is just this the thing with charting, I do not do fundamental analysis, but when I look at this chart, especially you can go to the weekly and see the pattern. Again, it's been over 2 years. When I look at a chart like this, I mean, look at this. The 50 is up. The 250 are now like intersecting, but not the death cross way. There's too many things about this chart that I don't do fundamental analysis, but looking at this chart, something is coming with Rivian. That's just my opinion. Again, not financial advice, and I do not do fundamental analysis. I don't. I am a strictly price action technical analyst. But when you look at this chart and you understand technicals, there is a lot of reasons to believe something is coming. Sure, could Rivian do all this and I guess just tank? Oh man. There's a lot of reasons for me to believe something's coming of Rivian. We'll see. But anyway, I went way longer in this video than I wanted to, so that's my market analysis. That's my kind of intro for the channel. If you found any of this interesting, I'm going to just keep posting random market analysis videos and keep going from there. Anyway, peace.